The heart. What do you know about the heart? I bet you know that this is an extremely important organ in your body. Shift it over to the left side and pump the blood. But do you know how it's organized to perform its extremely important function? Today we will discover the secrets of this amazing muscular organ. We will learn the surface heart anatomy. We're gonna learn the location of the heart in the human body and features of its external structure. Let's talk about its dislocation. The heart has a cone-shaped form and it's located behind the sternum and the rib cartilages. It sits on the top of the diaphragm, the breathing muscle which separates the chest cavity and the abdominal cavity. In the chest cavity, it's located in the middle mediastinum, which is the middle of the chest cavity, in front of the vertebral column, at the level of T5 and T8, and squished in between of two lungs, the right lung and the left lung. The heart has two parts, the base and the apex. Its base positioned upwards and tapering down to the apex. The upper part of the heart is located at the level of the third costal cartilage. The apex of the heart can be auscultated in the following landmark. It's 1.5 centimeters to the right from the left midclavicular line in the fifth intercostal space. The heart has been described by many texts as a pyramid which has fallen over. The apex of this pyramid is pointing in the anterior-inferior direction. In its typical orientation, the heart has five surfaces: anterior or sternocostal, posterior or the base, inferior or diaphragmatic, left pulmonary and the right pulmonary surfaces. Separating surfaces of the heart are its borders. There are four main borders of the heart. The right border formed by the right atrium, inferior border formed by the left and the right ventricle, left border formed by the left ventricle and a little bit by the left atrium, and the superior border formed by the left and right atrium and great vessels. The heart is a hollow structure. On the interior is divided into the four chambers. This division creates grooves on the surface of the heart. These are known as sulci. There are four main grooves. The coronary sulcus is between the atria and the ventricles in front and behind. The anterior interventricular sulcus is between the right ventricle and the left ventricle in front. The apical cardiac sulcus. It connects the anterior interventricular sulcus with the posterior interventricular sulcus on the apex. And the posterior interventricular sulcus is between the right ventricle and the left ventricle behind. The heart is often described as the size of a fist of concrete individual, but usually it's 12 centimeters in length, 8 centimeters wide, and 6 centimeters in thickness. Although this description is disputed, as the heart is likely to be much larger. Well-trained athletes can have much larger heart due to effects of exercise on the heart muscle, which are similar to the response of skeletal muscles. A human heart weighs on average 250-300 grams and it pumps 4.5 liters of blood throughout our bodies. Usually, male heart is 300 grams and the female heart is 250 grams. By the way, the heaviest heart is the blue whale's heart. It weighs more than 700 kilos. Okay, that's it for the first section. See you in the next section.